Video explores the of the soul. Yes, the deep, often uncomfortable questions that determine whether we are building on rock or sand. I'm sounding religious, right? No, just pay attention. You can call it the existential questions for the second birth. If you've watched my video, We Are Born Twice, you understand this video greatly. You appreciate it greatly. In the business of doing, the school runs, the career climbs, the living to impress everybody, the maintenance of the married single facade, we often bypass the most critical phase of construction, the site survey. In architecture, if you do not understand the ground you are building on, the tallest skyscraper would eventually lean and collapse. Yeah. The same thing applies to our lives too. In life, your ground consists of the existential questions, the questions you've been too afraid to answer. You know that, and yet you are too afraid to answer them. We avoid them because they demand agency. They demand that we stop being tenants and start being owners. However, hear me and hear me well. An unanswered life is a wasted life. An unanswered life is a wasted life. So I am here with some existential questions that every architect must answer to stay solvent in the soul. If you followed me for a minute, you understand when I talk about an architect, I'm not talking about the professional architect, but I'm talking about you owning your life and building it. Yeah. So let's consider the following. In the comment section there, let me know what resonates with you and what you want to add as well. Okay. Number 1, whose blueprints are you following? This is the question of identity. Most people are living in houses they did not design, meaning your body. You are living. You can climb to the top, but you eventually discover that the ladder you climbed was leaned against the wrong wall. That's what I mean. The question of identity. When most people are living in houses they did not design. We are following a blueprint handed to them by mentors who were unfulfilled, parents and significant others who were even absent. Society and religion that is telling people that success is the designer bags, a silent spouse, a spouse who doesn't add anything to your life and still continue to be with them because God hates divorce, forgetting that the God who hates divorce equally hates dysfunctional marriages. So whose blueprints are you following? The auditors, if you are stripped away of all these supposedly titles, your wardrobe, your relationship status, who are you standing? Who is the person standing? When you are stripped of all these, when you are stripped of all these handed down to you by other people, by society, by religion, when you are stripped away of all these, who are you standing there? Who is the man in you and who is the woman in you? Who is the person in you left standing when you are stripped of all these? If the answer is, I don't know, then my dear one, you are currently a tenant in someone else's dream. the life you are living is actually not yours. Number 2, what am I willing to suffer for? What are you willing and ready to suffer for? We all want the view from the summit, but few want the ascent. Everything in this life has a price. What are you willing and ready to suffer for? If you want agency, you must suffer the discomfort of saying, no, ma'am, no, sir, this is not for me. If you want character, you must suffer the discipline of the 1 point pivot. Remember that? Right. If you want solvency, you must suffer the judgment of those who think you should be living to impress the world. If you want solvency, you must come to the realization that you don't have to live to impress people. People are not ready, who are not even willing and ready to own their lives and live. You should not be afraid of their judgment. No. Those who are also equally owning their lives and living will appreciate your ascent. Those who judge you are those who are not owning their lives and living yet. They are just existing. So why would you be afraid of their judgment? What is the worthy pain you are willing to carry to build a legacy? Number 3, why have I gained away my permission? Why have I given away my permission? Why have you given away your permission? Ask yourself, why have I given away my permission? This is the question of power. We often say, this makes me miserable. This drains me. This is not good for my soul. However, as we've established already, God has not given anyone permission to make another person's life miserable. So why are you a party to your own misery? Some things will never go away until we confront them. And in this case, the confrontation would be, why are you still waiting for a landlord to fix your joy? Should I repeat? Why are you still waiting for someone else to fix your joy? What are you gaining by remaining a victim? Until you answer why you feel comfort, why you find comfort in your own unfulfillment, you will never truly pick up the architect's pen. Should I repeat? Until you answer why you find comfort in your own unfulfillment, you will never truly pick up the architect's pen. Number 4, what is the currency of your soul? What is the currency of your soul? You can personalize it. What is the currency of my soul? We talked about beauty as social currency, but what is the currency you use with yourself? Is your internal economy based on fear or faith? Is it based on approval or authenticity? If your soul's currency is validation, you would always be a beggar. Hello? If your soul's currency is validation, you would always be a beggar. But on the other hand, if your currency is self-awareness, you would always be an owner. Number 5, will your structure outlive your wardrobe? Personalize it. Will my structure outlive my wardrobe? This is a question of legacy. We are obsessed with how we look today, but what are we building for the children's children tomorrow? When your physical beauty fades and your wardrobe is out of style, what will remain of you? I said in one of my videos, if you have an elder sister, an auntie, a mother you love and respect so much, and they can share with you. If they give you access to their nakedness and you see this body, you realize this body is just a container. It is the content within that container that matters. It doesn't mean you should neglect your body, because your body is actually your home. You can be presentable. But are you supposed to live to impress everybody? A lifestyle you can't even sustain? No. No. When your physical beauty fades, when people can't identify you with your beauty anymore, what will be left of who you are? A legacy is not money in a bank. It is the character you modeled and the agency you exercised. It is the proof that a woman can be married single, meaning regardless of the state of your marriage, you can still choose to find your own light in a way. If you decide to still stay in toxicity, dysfunctionality, without doing anything about it, that is your business. But regardless, you can still choose to find your own light in a way. These questions aren't meant to be answered in a day. They are the work of the 365-day ascent. However, you must start. To be an architect is to be a person who seeks the truth, even when the truth requires a total demolition of the old structure. The unexamined life is a draft. The examined life is a masterpiece. Therefore, my dear one, hear me and hear me well. The sky is the limit, but only if you are brave enough to look at the ground you are standing on. Did you hear? The sky is the limit. As a matter of fact, beyond the sky is the limit, meaning there's no limit. But that can only happen if you are brave enough to look, to consider, to examine the ground you are standing on now. Think about these things in the comment section. Let me hear what resonates with you. Much love and blessings.